No candles? Well, I brought one.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the most impactful TV scenes where LGBTQIA+ characters come out. There will be spoilers.
Not gonna hide it, not gonna lie. I'm a bi kind of guy, there's no reason to be shy.
Number 10. Sensible Heels. Glee.
What are you wearing?
It's a unitard. Guys wear them to work out nowadays. Do sports. They wick sweat from the body.
When we first meet his father, Bert, it's clear why Kurt has struggled to communicate with him. Bert comes off as a distant, somewhat intimidating figure who likely wouldn't understand. To his surprise, Bert is not only supportive, but he's known the truth about Kurt all along.
I've known since you were 3. All you wanted for your birthday was a pair of sensible heels.
Now that he's finally said it out loud to his dad, the barrier separating Kurt and Bert begins to crumble. While there's still some uncomfortable tension, Bert is quick to accept his son and only grows more open-minded as the series progresses. The scene was largely inspired by co-creator Ryan Murphy's coming out to his father. After seeing so many coming out scenes that end on a negative note, Murphy felt the world needed more positive examples.
If that's who you are, there's nothing I can do about it. And I love you just as much.
Number 9. Rosa's bisexuality. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. About a year after actress Stephanie Beatrice publicly came out as bisexual, her character Rosa Diaz shared a similar revelation with her friends and colleagues.
How long have you known?
Since 7th grade. I was watching Saved by the Bell and I thought, Zach Morris is hot. And then I thought, Lisa Turtle, also hot.
The fact that the words Kelly and Kapowski didn't just come out of your mouth is lunacy.
Although they fully embrace her, the usually fearless Rosa has reservations about telling her parents. Rosa tiptoes around the truth until getting a glimpse of her parents' homophobia, then bluntly telling them that she's bi. Her parents view the news as a glass-half-full scenario, focusing on the fact that Rosa still likes men. This is nonetheless a rejection, as her parents dismiss the very idea of bisexuality.
There's no such thing as being bisexual.
Yes, there is. I know there is because that's who I am. I'm attracted to both men and women. I've known this about myself for a really long time, and I didn't want to tell you because I was afraid you were going to react exactly like you are.
The resolution is a glass half full, with Rosa's father ultimately accepting all of her. Rosa's mother needs more time, but until then, another family has her back.
Yes, you should be very proud of yourself. I know things aren't exactly where you want to be right now, but I promise you they will improve.
Thank you, Captain.
Every time someone steps up and says who they are, the world becomes a better, more interesting place.
Number 8. Thanksgiving. Master of None. In addition to playing Denise, Lena Waithe co-wrote this Emmy-winning episode. The character was modeled after Waithe, whose own experiences added another layer of honesty to the scene where Denise comes out to her mother Catherine, played by Angela Bassett.
I've always been gay. But I'm still the same person. I'm still your daughter.
Being an African-American woman, Catherine knew that her daughter would be vulnerable to racism and sexism. She wasn't prepared for her to face homophobia, however.
It is hard enough being a black woman in this world. Now you want to add something else to that.
It's not like this was my choice. It's just who I am.
As uncomfortable as the scene is, Catherine's tearful reaction is mainly driven by concern for her daughter's well-being. More than anything else, she doesn't want life to be any harder for Denise. It takes a few more Thanksgivings, but Catherine not only comes to accept her daughter, but genuinely hopes that she finds happiness with the right woman.
I like Michelle.
I like her too.
I'm happy for you.
Number 7. Tammy Thompson, Stranger Things. Steve Harrington and Robin Buckley develop one of the best dynamics in Stranger Things. From the minute Robin was introduced, though, we worried she'd be a rebound girl, taking her relationship with Steve in a predictable direction.
What do you think?
About?
This girl.
She sounds awesome.
She is awesome. And what about the guy?
I think he's on drugs, and he's not thinking straight.
The creatives apparently came to a similar conclusion. According to actress Maya Hawke, Steve and Robin were seen as a potential couple when they started filming. It wasn't until about halfway through shooting season 3 that Hawke and the showrunners agreed on how Robin's story arc should play out.
Do you remember what I said about Click's class? About me being jealous and, obsessed?
Yeah.
It isn't because I had a crush on you. is because she wouldn't stop staring at you.
In the season's penultimate episode, Steve confesses his feelings for Robin, who reveals she's into somebody else, Tammy Thompson. It might not be the beginning of a romance, but it does mark a turning point for a beautiful friendship.
And if you can hold me tight, we're holding on forever.
Exactly. Okay, what the hell?
Number 6. Mac's Dance. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. For several seasons, Mac's denial of being gay is a running gag. In season 12, Mac decides to be honest with his friends and himself. For shallow reasons, but it's a breakthrough nonetheless.
It doesn't matter. You can just go back in. You signed the paper.
Yeah, I mean, you got your money. No, I think I'm out now. Yeah, I'm gay. Actually feels pretty good. See you guys.
The true breakthrough arrives the following season, however.
I got something that I gotta tell you, Dad, and I've been trying to find the best way to do it, and I just thought instead of saying it, maybe I could just show you how I feel inside. Dad, I'm gay.
Mac comes out to his incarcerated father the only way he knows how, through interpretive dance. With Sigurðs's Varuth playing in the background, Mac and his dance partner unleash a storm of emotion. For a show that's usually devoid of sentimentality, it's a jarring tonal shift seeing Mac express his inner struggle and eventual self-acceptance. Mac's bigoted dad exits before the performance is even over. But for everyone else in the audience, especially Frank, it's an eye-opening experience.
Oh my God. I get it. I get
it. Number 5. Willow chooses Tara, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's always been an LGBTQIA+ subtext to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. When Buffy tells her mother that she is the Slayer, it can be seen as an allegory for coming out.
It's because you didn't have a strong father figure, isn't it?
It's just fate, Mom. I'm the Slayer. Accept it.
The show moved beyond metaphors in season 4, seeing Willow form a deep bond with a fellow witch, Tara. When her ex-boyfriend Oz returns, Willow knows they can't so easily pick up where they left off. Before telling Oz, Willow confides in her best friend.
There's something between us. It wasn't something I was looking for. It's just powerful. And it's totally different from what Oz and I have.
Buffy is shocked, but she helps Willow to be honest with Oz, Tara, and most importantly, herself. It's a bittersweet ending for Willow and Oz, but Tillow's candle is just beginning to burn. Xander and Giles' reaction to Willow's new relationship is similar to Buffy's. Surprised, yet supportive.
So, see ya.
Right. Yes, well, good luck with that.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Number 4. Danny accepts Jodie. Soap. Played by Billy Crystal, Jodie Dallas was one of the first openly gay characters to have a regular role on American TV. Although the character was celebrated, Jodie initially ignited controversy from both sides of the political spectrum.
You're probably not gay.
I am. And it shouldn't make any difference. And if it does and you don't love me now because of it, then you've never loved me at all.
Pro-gay groups didn't appreciate that the character's brother Danny was in such denial about Jodie being gay. A turning point comes in the 8th episode when Danny confronts the truth about Jodie and quarterback Dennis Phillips.
Is that the proof? For God's sakes, Jodie, I'm crazy about Joe Namath. I idolize Mean Joe Green. I'd give anything
We're
to
lovers, Danny.
Dennis Phillips is gay? Boy. This is a lot for one day.
Danny hears his brother for the first time. When he looks at his brother, though, Danny doesn't feel any different, bringing Jodie in for a hug. This episode aired in 1977, and few coming out scenes would have the same impact for almost 2 decades.
Thanks, big brother. You're okay, little brother.
Number 3. Nick tells his mom. Heartstopper. By the end of the first season, Nick Nelson is ready to take the first steps towards letting the world know he's bisexual and in a relationship with Charlie. Nick starts with his mother, played by Olivia Colman.
You know Charlie's like my best friend.
If you're going to ask if he can come on our Menorca holiday this year, the answer's no, because I've already booked the ticket.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Before she even has a chance to say anything, Nick's mom is practically moved to tears. So are we as she gives her son a loving embrace.
Oh, baby. Oh, thank you for telling me. I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like you couldn't tell me that.
Her words of encouragement and understanding are precisely what every LGBTQIA+ person can only hope to hear from a loved one upon coming out. As emotionally and beautifully acted as this scene is, it's also quite casual. In a way, that only makes the moment more heartwarming. Everything is different, and yet nothing has changed.
How long have you known?
Well, me and Charlie started going out a couple months ago, but I started liking him way before that.
Oh, I love you.
Number 2. Susan, I'm gay. Ellen. We shouldn't ignore the allegations against Ellen DeGeneres that have come to light in the past few years. That said, we shouldn't overlook the impact she's had on LGBTQIA+ representation either.
Good for you. You're gay. So what are you gonna do now?
I'm going to Disneyland.
Ellen wasn't the first show to include a coming out storyline, yet it was the first network show to have an openly gay lead character.
So, are you saying what I think you're trying to say? What do you think I'm trying to say? Oh, I'm not going to say it again and be wrong. No, you're not wrong. You're right.
The fact that Ellen Morgan is so closely tied to Ellen DeGeneres' real-life identity only made this more unprecedented. Just as DeGeneres' coming out made headlines, her character's confession to Susan winds up being more public than she would have preferred.
Why do I have to be so ashamed? I mean, why can't I just say the truth? I mean, be who I am. I'm 35 years old. I'm so afraid to tell people. I mean, Susan, I'm gay.
Nevertheless, a weight has been lifted. The heavy lifting was still far from over, but to give credit where credit's due, nothing would be the same after the puppy episode.
Yes, it's very fashionable to be lesbian now.
Yeah, you know, that's pretty much why I did it. You know, it was either that or getting a nose ring. I couldn't decide.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Prideful, shameless. Mickey is free, and his father is back in the slammer.
I've been staying at Ian since you've been in the camp. Guess what we've been doing, Daddy?
Meeting Victor, The Umbrella Academy. Elliot Page's coming out mirrors his characters.
Is that an issue for anyone?
No, I'm good with it.
Yeah, me too. Cool.
Truly happy for you, Victor.
The Talk, One Day at a Time. Elena isn't Team Edward or Jacob.
If I was going to be into a boy, it would be Josh. I mean, he's cute and he's sweet and he's such a gentleman, but I feel more when I look at a picture of Kristen Stewart than I do when I kiss him.
No wonder you saw those Twilight movies so many times.
Definitely wasn't for the quality storytelling.
Colin's Confession, Ted Lasso. The team lets Colin know they care about him.
We care about who you are and what you must have been going through. Yeah. But hey, from now on, you don't have to go through it all by yourself.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, hear that. You got us, mate. We got you.
Cheryl comes out. Riverdale. A mean girl suddenly shows a different side of herself.
Cheryl, I am so sorry. But you have to know your mother's wrong. You're not loveless. You're not deviant, okay? You're sensational.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Patrick's Parents, Schitt's Creek. Patrick's parents come to town for their son's surprise party. They're the ones in for a surprise, though, learning that Patrick's business partner is much more.
David, I know my parents are good people. I just... I can't shake this fear that there's a small chance that this could change everything.
Although the audience might think they know where this is going, co-creator Dan Levy strove to keep homophobia out of Schitt's Creek. Patrick's coming out is no exception.
David. He seems like a really great partner, honey.
Marcy.
In business.
Yeah, he is. He's also a great partner outside of business. We're together.
Patrick's parents are shocked, but not because their son is in a relationship with another man. They're saddened that Patrick felt this was something he needed to hide from them. When Patrick sits his parents down, they let him know that he's accepted and loved. What's more, they like David. The characters might be fictional, but every time we rewatch this scene, the world feels like a better place.
Oh man, I didn't know I was gonna tell you guys.
Well, we're just glad you finally did. Happy birthday, my sweet boy.
Which coming out scene fills you with the most pride? Let us know in the comments.
Hey, Mac rules!